Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome out to the campus of Alexandria Senior High School. That can only mean one thing, that it is homecoming 2024, a squeaky homecoming 2024. That may be telling us how clean the Trojans have played this year. Squeaky clean. Is that it? Head coach Thomas Bachman joins us tonight, Coach.
I don't know if I can agree with that.
It's also Nick Magnano down on the end of it. Brett Stallsby pushing the buttons and looking perplexed. So I don't know what that's about. He may be adjusting things on there. So we're good. But no, homecoming brings us out on campus. Hannah Johnson, a big crew over there. Big shout out to those guys cooking jambalaya for everybody. Last year we did it and ran out like that. And he said, that's not happening again.
No, we've got great people, and Hannah's certainly one of the best.
Absolutely.
Of all he's done for us through the years. Obviously, Cole is one of the best.
Yeah, no doubt.
There's so many great things that are done for us, and this is certainly a fun night with the parade and the people, and the chaos is certainly enjoyable.
The chaos is there, and it's not a controlled chaos. It's just pure chaos on there. But I know the best thing about the parade, Coach, is that it's in the books now and the show's on and we're moving forward.
Yeah, I'll look forward to tomorrow morning. Get the boys back ready to play a football game.
Indeed, it is. So there'll be a lot going on. Give you an idea of what's going to happen tonight. It's kind of a relaxed atmosphere. We're going to go till 8-ish, however it is. We take this opportunity. Well, of course, we'll recap last week. We'll look ahead to Manny tomorrow night. And what a big one that was last week, of course. We'll get into that. Almost can't wait to get going on that one as well. But we'll talk to some of the players tonight. We'll talk to some of the support personnel. We like the Troy Dolls and cheer and band and the media and just a little bit of everybody.
Love it.
So excited about that, Coach. Let's get back into last week. It was as big of an instant classic and a heavyweight fight and a duel and a battle and whatever words you want to come up with it. That game against Opelousas, 30,000-foot view. Give me your thoughts on that.
Found a way. Found a way. I mean, that's really the thing. And, talking with the coaches and the kids, we've always battled. We've always fought back. And a lot of times through the years, we've come up a little bit short as we battled back. So, to find ourselves on the road in a great environment against a team that really believes in themselves in that situation, to fight back and get it done, not just, battle, no moral victories, to actually get the victory was, something that, you walk away and, you had to battle for it. You had to fight for it. We talked about it at halftime, really only thing that was said other than coach and make some, small little tweaks and adjustments is, the character of the team's going to show in the second half. Let's make sure that's the case. And I thought that is exactly what happened.
There's no doubt it was. So I want to jump up to a minute and we'll get back into that because Nick had a lot of thoughts on that first half as it went to the second half. But that meeting with you and Coach Jimmy Zachary afterwards, a lot of times you're going to handshake and a couple of words and go on. You guys hung out there and chatted for a minute. That respect and seeing respect.
Well, I mean, just telling him how much respect I have for him from where he got the program when he took over to where he has it today and how hard his kids play for him and, just how well coached. I mean, the quality of player, but the effort that they give, the discipline that they play with. I was just telling him I'm super impressed and that I was pulling for him.
Good dude. They've got a big one on tonight. I think they're playing in the LHSAA network game of the week. I saw was tonight on there as well. Nick, we had an opportunity to look at that first half. You went back, watched the huddle tape, watched the game film as well. Your thoughts on it?
Yeah, initially live, we were thinking, boy, we were getting pushed around, and we kind of thought that there was. We kind of, thought that they were really dominating, and I know they did score on their first 4 possessions, but Coach, it was just a few little things.
Yeah, I got to play better on the edge, setting an edge. And I thought that was a huge part of it. Obviously, they moved the football at halftime. I think they had ran 40 offensive plays and we had ran 14. So really dug ourselves a hole. But when they were able to sustain, I don't have time of possession.
No, yeah.
That would be something interesting to see, in the first half. We had a 6-play drive for a touchdown. We had a 2-play drive for a touchdown. Those were our 2 touchdown drives there in the first half. And, got to do a better job of taking care of the other 2 possessions that we had. But, that was it. They were able to sustain drives. I mean, it was, play good defense. You have to play good team defense. It takes all 11 guys. And, sometimes when you get a breakdown, just one crucial thing, miss a line or put them in a bad situation. I'm talking about us as coaches, put them in a bad situation. I mean, it hurts you
Right.
against a team that executes really, really well.
One time they had 4 possessions, we had 3, and we had made the comment that, look, Coach Zachary he'd be pleased if they had 7 series and we only had 6. And whenever we look, or if they scored on 7 and we scored on 6, and look back, it was just flipped. You guys did that in the second half, but that ball control, that's another great thing about your team. They had the possession, but your guys stayed in it. And stayed, and then the second half, which I know we'll talk about that in a second, but that was phenomenal.
Flipped it there, had a couple of huge momentum swings there to get ourselves back in it where we gave ourselves a chance.
In that second half, it was Astrogen type of second half football. You came out there, got the stop, they get the stop. You go down and score on that big play, and JT just taking care of business. Pull the trigger on the onside kick after that. And it looked like probably the furthest thing from Opelousas' mind as their guys were backing up, getting into coverage. They were 15 yards off the ball. The only thing that we were looking for was Eli going to let it go 10 yards, but he's back and clearing out like a basketball player.
No, it was executed perfectly. Credit, to the kids for executing it, and the coaches for doing a really good job of teaching it throughout the week or throughout the year, really. Just different things that you never know when you're going to pull out, but you keep in your back pocket, and that was the perfect time to pull it out. And, so you go 1 play touchdown, onside kick, 1 play touchdown.
That's the second time that we've seen Max Gassett pull the ball and keep it and go for 50 plus. Looked like he was gassed at the end of it, though. Good thing it wasn't 60 yards he had to go.
Well, he'd have got there. He'd have got there. To see the emotion, to see the excitement whenever, the kids make a big play is something that, you go back and you watch film and you watch the sideline and you watch the coaches and you watch the kids and you want to see the passion. I mean, there's nothing, I've referenced it several times to the quarterbacks through the years of you go back and, that energy. I can still see Judd after those touchdowns, man, that big old fist pump and just the fire and energy and confidence that he played with, passion. And so you could see that when Max crossed the goal line, that was genuine passion and excitement of understanding the play that was just made to get us right there back in the ball game.
You have the old saying is if you got 2 quarterbacks, you don't have one. That goes out the window. These 2 guys at quarterback, Carson and Max, are probably playing at as high a level as I've seen quarterback play here in a few years.
Very proud of them.
Yeah.
Very proud. Here.
That'll do it. And then, of course, it rolls in, and it was one of those back and forth games on there. They bust the big play to take the lead. But you guys never gave up. There wasn't an ounce of quit. There were times that you thought that maybe that just the emotion of it or the will would be broken. It never was.
No, I never sensed on the sideline that we were out of it or that there was panic or that there was, just keep playing and, there's time on the clock. And, we've always done that. We've always done that. You've been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
You know how our kids battle. To battle and get it done was a big step for us.
Yeah, Coach, and we were talking about the celebration, after Max with the touchdown. Another thing looking back on the broadcast and the film is how the players go to each other after those big moments, no matter who it is. Just the camaraderie of the whole group is real fun to watch.
Absolutely. To watch them all sprint to celebrate with each other. Y'all got access to the film or anybody wants to go back on 446 Sports. I mean, obviously JT's got a lot of attention, and rightfully so. And, a lot of the, spotlight gets put on him, but go back and watch all those touchdowns and, boy, he's on a dead sprint to celebrate with his teammates. And those are the things that you love to see is just, it's a collective effort. You want them to enjoy it. I don't want penalties. We've had a couple. If you're celebrating together and you're not showing up the other team, that's the way.
Then it's okay.
That's the way the game's meant to be played.
And that's what they see. So looking forward to it. Coach, got a big night tonight, so we're going to go ahead and take our first break. We got a lot of folks. When we come back, let's go ahead and talk to a couple of our players. How about Xavier? And how about Peyton Hobbs?
If we can find him, I'm for it.
Well, Hobbs is by the food. I
I'll
know where
find
he's at. He's close by to us over there, still getting that evil eye from him. So we're going to do all that. Again, we're going to talk to some of the band. We're going to talk to Troy Dolls. We'll talk to cheerleaders.
I love
We're going to talk to everybody here.
I love it.
Anybody
I'm
that
gonna
we
go hang
can.
out
And
let these kiddos
We're
get
going to
in
go
their
see if
seat
we can ambush the principal again like we did
we'll
last
get
year.
Miss Jody over here. That'll be fun. Guys,
somewhere.
we are here on the campus of Alexandria Senior High School. It is homecoming 2024. Big game between the Trojans and the Tigers of Manny. We'll talk a little bit more of that, talk to some of the folks that make it all happen, and we'll do that. This is an on-location episode of the Thomas Bachman Show, brought to you by Sadler Towing on 446 Sports.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
This month, as we gather with the ones we love, let's take a moment to give thanks for the blessings in our lives. When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust those who care about your family as much as you do.
I'm Jason Hawk, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm here to help you protect what you hold dear.
Whether auto, home, or life, have peace of mind knowing that your family is covered today, tomorrow, and for years to come. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect what matters most.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
And we're back to the campus of Alexandria Senior High School. We're live the week of homecoming, week 5, an opportunity to visit with a couple of the players from the defensive side of it. You know, you may not recognize them here if you're not familiar, if you just watch, but 46 Xavier White and 51 Peyton Hobbs are in the house tonight. Guys, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
That look, we got to do a lot better than that. You've been out on the float. I know you're in game mode and all of that. We got to have some of that excitement because I know the excitement on the field for both of you guys. So, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
There you go. Now, X, we ask anybody this question: who's the most hyped up? Who's the person that's going to get the team hyped up? And there's not a second place vote that ever comes in. Everybody says that Xavier's that guy. Is that true?
Oh yes, sir. That is true.
That's true.
When it's time to come on, you know, I'm always there. I'm ready to lift anybody up, get the spirit going, get the blood flowing. So
see, now we're talking. This is better than thank you. Now we're getting into it. Peyton Hobbs joins us on there. And Peyton, we talked about this off the air, and we've talked about it before. Probably the best half of football that I've seen you play all year, the best game probably that we've seen from you. Talk about your progress, but about that defense as well.
really, it's my coaches that help me.
All this time you wanted to get on the show, and now look, and he's gone quiet on us on there too. Now I get it. So, but actually, answer the same thing too. The defense this year has just gotten better and better and better. Yes, give up some points last week, but you did everything that you needed to do.
Yes, sir. And it all starts with the way you work in the workroom,
Right.
in the weight room. If we don't go hard every single day, you know, going at your maximum maximum potential, trying to keep getting better and better, then we wouldn't be able to perform like that on the field. And the coaches really help us do those things. So
What's the progress that you've seen from, say, the end of last year in the weight room, and what a difference it's made? Who's out there leading the charge and saying, look, let's go get it?
I mean, you can really tell the difference because when we last maxed out, everybody had their max. Well, of course, but
Right.
then now people doing their max for reps now, so you can see
Wow.
it's really a big difference.
Peyton, what do you take into this too? You guys have such a strong non-district schedule. What has that done for your defense getting ready for Manny tomorrow night, who's a perennial powerhouse?
It makes us think that we need to drive harder, work harder in the weight room, follow like the little things that need to be important so we won't mess up when it comes to the game.
Know the answer to this question already, but we'll ask it. 4-0, does Coach take it easy on y'all at all, or has he ramped it up a notch?
He ramped it up a notch.
Yeah, what was practice like this week? Because you guys had a couple of, you've had 4 battles to start this, but back-to-back Destrehan and Opelousas. That was some big ones. What's elevated things this week?
So Monday we did different drills. It was running backs and linebackers and H-backs all together. Then you had the D-line and the O-line together.
Right.
And then you had the wide receivers, the safeties, and the corners together with the apexes. And we were all doing, just real physical drills, going at each other with being physical, trying to get better trying to get better.
Going against one of the most high-profile offenses, the guys are scoring about 40, 42 and a half, 43 points a game offensively. Is there ever a point in practice that you guys say, look, we need to ease up on them? Does Coach Merce let y'all ease up on that offense at all?
Oh, no, sir. We never ease up. Because if you ease up, how are they going to get better?
Yeah. What's practice like, Peyton?
It's a lot of hitting, a lot of pressure. It's nonstop moving.
Look, we were at a couple of them prior to the jamboree, I guess, on their scrimmage week on it, and man, it's intense. These coaches see something special in you guys. As older guys, are you receiving that?
Yes, sir. I am. We are as a collective. Since we moved up, they expect more out of us. We not underclassmen no more, so it's time to cut all the games out, all the playing around. When it's time to lock in, we need to lock in.
I'm glad you brought that up too. You guys have a special group of younger guys that are coming up that have come in. A lot of them getting playing time. How do you pass on to them what they're going to face as an upperclassman here when they do become juniors and seniors? That it's more than just football. It's a level of expectation of character and integrity out of here.
I feel like if we show it every single day, then they should know what to expect. They should know what we left. You know what I mean? And then with that being said,
that's good.
Yeah.
That's very good. Let's go back one more time to last week. You look at anybody that played that game, jerseys were just dirt. It's like you've been playing on the playground is there. But it was that physical, intense type of a game. Take me through playing on one. It's a different field. You guys play on the turf, you're playing on this, but going in and saying, look, the grass was tall. It was there. You got somebody punching your mouth from Opelousas. What do you take out of a game like that? Heck, defending state champions.
Really, you got to take the fact that we got to fire up and we're going against good teams that have done stuff like that. And it's all about the different environment. But it doesn't matter the fact, we still going to play as hard as we can, as fast as we can.
Well, it looks good out there, too. And that led me to the point of it doesn't matter conditions. Hostile environments are going to be hostile. Conditions aren't always going to be great. But you guys went out there and gave that effort. Slow start at first, but Opelousas just did what we knew Opelousas was going to do. But the adjustments that you guys made at halftime and came around in the second half was just amazing.
Yes, right.
So, all right. That's going to wrap up our segment here. 65 tackles on the season. Is that what I've seen?
Yes, sir.
21 last week.
Yes, sir.
That's averaging a little over 16 tackles. And, I asked Coach Bachman about that beforehand. You know what he said?
Sir.
You got to find a way to get him in position a little bit better.
Yes.
Does he ever let up?
No, sir.
All right, so I got something for you tonight, okay? 21 tackles. You can't have this one. You can't have it. But look at this. I want you to see what we got here. I was fiddling around on my new machine. How about that?
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
That's great. I mean, you get over 20 tackles, and we're gonna do that. So my man Xavier White, Peyton Hobbs in the house, guys. Enjoy homecoming, enjoy the festivities, but let's go get back to work tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
There you go, guys. We are on location here at Alexandria Senior High School. This is the 2024 edition, homecoming edition of the Thomas Bachman Show. When we come back, we're going to talk to. I don't know who we're going to talk to. Nick's in charge of that, but he's going to get us some folks in here. You still got time to make it out here. There's a lot of jambalaya left. Don't go anywhere. This is the Thomas Bachman Show, brought to you by Sadler's Towing.
I just haven't met you yet. I might have to wait. I'll never give up. I guess it's half timing and the other half's luck. Wherever you are, whenever it's right, you'll come out of nowhere and into my life. And I know that we can be so amazing. And baby,
Looking for somewhere different for lunch? La Bistro Coffee and Waffle Bar is a gourmet espresso bar and restaurant with an emphasis on Southern social experience, featuring a wide variety of salads, soups, sandwiches, and of course waffles. La Bistro has something for everyone and every lifestyle. Whether you are meeting friends, spending time with family, or hosting a private party, we offer a dining experience all will enjoy. La Bistro Coffee and Waffle Bar on Coliseum Boulevard.
To better serve our Senlaw family, Wallace Eye Associates proudly welcomes Louisiana native Dr. Nicholas Bro to the Wallace team.
I definitely feel very lucky and fortunate to be here with Wallace Eye and just to be practicing in Louisiana, born and raised and trained here my whole life. So I do feel very fortunate to be able to give back to this state that has given me so much.
When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
And we are back live here on the campus of Alexandria Senior High School. Doug Gann, Nick Magnano, Brett Stallsby bringing you all the action. Tonight is Homecoming 2024. So that's why we're on location here. We appreciate the folks at Walk-Ons who give us a place every Thursday night and then let us use this cool tent that's out here as well. Talking to a couple of the members of the band now on there. So guys, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
I am Will Turrentine. I am the drumline captain, and I play snare drum.
There you go.
I am Jasmine Lavallee. I am the drum major here at Ed.
So the drum line on there, you guys are the ones that make it loud and make the noise. How fun is that?
It's amazing. Coming out here every night to play, it's great.
What is it when on a Friday night? And I'll ask both of you this question. You both been in the band how long?
I've been in the band about 3 years.
Okay.
I've been in the band 4 years.
4 years, all right. And so football on Friday nights is just a lot of fun. Let me have your experience on a Friday night from the moment you guys walk in till the end of it.
It's definitely an experience that I can never experience again out of high school. All 4 years of me being in high school have been the best years. You know, with Ash football, it's been the best every Friday night.
It's a lot of fun. You know, I heard a comment. We were at, oh gosh, where were we at? Union Parish. So it was week 2 that we up there, and we're up in the press box, and their band is right underneath where they're at, and you guys are off in the corner of the track is where you're at, and the folks in the press box says, we can't even hear our band. We hear Ash's band that's louder than this. And I get a little smile. I don't go. I said, they're probably tuned down a little bit too, because they'll be louder than that before the night's over with. How does that make you feel knowing that you go into a place you take over?
Oh, we definitely did not like the fact that we were in foldable chairs on the side of the track. So we definitely had a little bit to, kind of bring up the volume for that.
That's right. Tell me about your 3-year experience here as a band on Friday nights.
It's been amazing. The walk out to the stadium to come in playing in the stands and then doing our halftime show is probably the best experience that I can have.
What's more fun, playing in front of your home crowd or going somewhere you've never been before and entertaining that crowd?
Playing in front of the home crowd is probably the best. Just getting out here to walk in front of all these people when we march into the stadium and then doing our halftime show and all of them, it's probably the best.
There you go, home or away?
I'd say home too.
Right.
You know, it's very thrilling having, everyone in the stadium just cheering for you, just loud, and then going on to field shows and having so much support from cheer and dance when you're on the sidelines marching in. It's definitely something very surreal. And then me being up on the stand and just seeing the whole crowd just,
Getting nerves, huh? You're nervous tonight a little bit. You get it up there?
Most definitely.
Most definitely. What's after high school? You're a senior, you're a junior, right? So what's after high school? You going to play in college? You're gonna
I will not be going to college. I will actually be going to a local school here called CLTCC, and I'm going to be a welder.
Amazing folks, amazing place to go. And wow, look, the world absolutely has to have folks that can work with their hands. And look, yes, I applaud that. I need to talk to Chancellor Jimmy Sawtelle and see if they can get a band over there. I don't know. They got a Bobcat that goes around everywhere, but they don't have a band. I don't know about it. So, what your field shows, you go away and you perform and do that. What's one of the most memorable trips that you guys have went and done?
We haven't done many field shows away. We had multiple band directors over the years. We had multiple situations. So I don't think we performed any major away games. The only time we have majorly performed was here at Ash.
I got you. What do you take out of your time here? Say, you know what? When I look back at my 4 years in the band here, it's this.
The experience. There's no other experience like this, and there's, Friday Night Lights are something that, it's just, I can't explain it. It's so memorable.
It absolutely is. And you still got another year. What is looking forward to your senior year and then beyond that look like for you?
Senior year, it's hopefully maybe being drumline captain again.
Right.
And then after that, hopefully going to play at LSU in their drumline.
Look, that's an experience. We've watched them and everything that they do, and that certainly is thrilling on there. Well, guys, I appreciate you coming. See, it wasn't so bad, was it? Did you go get some of the jambalaya?
Oh, yes.
How was that?
It was really good.
Yeah, that's good. That's we appreciate Hannah and everybody that does that. Guys, we appreciate so much what you do on Friday nights. When the show comes on, we make sure to show it at halftime. So
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell.
But thank you guys for joining us.
Of course.
There you go, members of the band. And from what I understand, it's cheer that's coming up next, so that Nick said not to throw him under the bus anymore. But without a doubt, we're going to continue to do that. Coach Bachman loves our homecoming show because we talk to everybody else and he gets to mill around and just hang out. Guys, you got time to come out here. We're going to be here till at least 8 o'clock, and who knows, until the jambalaya runs out. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Thomas Bachman Show, brought to you by Sadler's Towing, right here on 446 Sports.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
What happened out there tonight? We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
And we are back. It is the Thomas Bachman Show here. We are live and on location, and that can only mean one thing, that it is homecoming 2024. Appreciate the band that came by and talked to us, and we've got the cheer here tonight. So, ladies, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Addie Riley.
Okay.
And I'm Audrey Lee.
All right, Audrey Lee and Addie Riley. I've got that on there. So you brought up a good point. Last year, we had the cheerleaders behind it, and they did some sort of a cheer on there. So we're going to see if we can get some of them over here, perhaps, and do that for us in a moment. Because I know y'all can't be shy. Y'all are probably the least shy of anybody on the campus on there. You hope so. Yeah, you've got to be. So we've asked this question, and we'll ask this question a lot. Get me through Friday night. You ladies are both seniors on there. What is your time getting here as a freshman, the nerves of it and all, to a Friday night like this?
A freshman year, it was a crazy experience, like being up with Tom Line, but being down on the track is just so much better.
Right.
I love it so much.
Yeah, it's definitely been a transformation of being so scared to go out there to now wanting to go out there and just like entertain and perform for the crowd.
Look, these games have given plenty to cheer about
Yes, sir.
as
Yes.
well. Do you catch yourselves watching the game sometimes instead of cheering?
Yes. Yes, so when we set back, we're
Right.
sitting like this at the game, and I just try to watch. I try to watch before we do a cheer.
We get about 5 seconds, but that last game we weren't like watching it. The one against who did we just play? Why am I writing?
Opelousas.
Yes, Opelousas. That's what I thought. We got to watch the whole thing.
You're already thinking about the next game.
Exactly.
That game's in the past. Very good. I don't know if that was planned, but that was perfect. Anyway, go ahead.
Yes, we got to watch the whole thing, and that was a good game to get to watch.
That was the best game I've ever cheered at.
Do you like going to and we asked the two that were here before you two, cheering in front of the home crowd, but going places that you've not ever been before and cheering in front of the crowds?
I like the change. I like the difference. And you don't know who's going to be there. So you're always excited to show off for the people who've never seen you before.
Right.
And it's not as like you're trying to perform for your own community. You're performing for your own community, but it doesn't feel as much pressure. So you get to be a lot more spontaneous with your fun. So we definitely enjoy that aspect of it.
What's a couple of the memories that you'll have and you'll take out of here from your 4 years at Alexandria?
I love all the pep rallies. I love cheering with everybody. That's probably my favorite part. And then coming out to football games, I like the Friday night lights. I like everything. I like when we're right on the line.
Yeah.
And it's a really tight game and we're just cheering for the players.
Heck yeah, that's good. I don't think the players like it that much. They like to have a pretty big advantage, but no, that's great. How about you? A couple of the memories.
And yeah, for me, it's definitely like the overall atmosphere of being out here. And one of my favorites is always to run out, like, and know that the football players are charging after you and everyone is around you and just feel like how exciting it is and how alive it is out there.
All right, so that's cool. And you're running out ahead of there, and you got somebody that's always doing the flips and all that. Who does that?
All of our team.
Anybody ever fall or I mean,
not yet.
I don't want to do
not yet.
That look, if that happens tomorrow night, y'all don't look up at me. I promise you on there. But no, that's got to be cool. Just staying out in front of everybody too.
Yes, sir. And I get to run a flag, so that's even more fun to just.
What do you mean?
Like we run like the ASH flags,
right?
And so that feels like another element of it, and so it's also pretty fun.
That's really cool. That's great. Who do you have with you? Who's behind you here?
These are our freshmen. This is Kinley and Ella.
So you're just starting out then on your run. You know, I'm telling you, it's like that from here to here.
Yes.
It goes quick. How does your first year here? You enjoying it? There you go. So they brought the freshmen over here because now that you guys have got to do some sort of a cheer just by yourselves. Is that right? Is that fair?
That's fair.
I said, look, we asked the senior co-captains. Of course, it's going to be fair. All right, let's see. You want to join them on this one? Or do you want them to do it themselves? It's up to y'all. Come on, let's do this. Hey, Mom first. I don't. Yeah, it's here.
Set. Green hot.
You proud to be a Trojan? Yes, we are. Are you proud to be a Trojan? Yes, we are.
Look, I'm telling you, we've got to find a way to get that energy out to walk-ons on a normal Thursday night when we do the show. You guys, you ladies, I'm sorry, guys, it's just that y'all need to come out to one of the shows and have that out on the patio at walk-on.
Yes,
Get
sir.
your whole crew out there and Nick, I don't know what you're telling me. Oh, yeah, the camera's out there. Yeah, what a credit. So just barely into your senior year, what is life after Ash hold for both of you?
I'm hoping to cheer in college,
Okay.
but right now I'm only focused on Ash.
You
I
keep
just
purple
want
and
to.
gold when you go to college, is that right?
Oh, I really want to.
How
I really want to.
about you?
I think that I want to just leave cheer here
Right.
and just have the high school experience, but I don't think I'm gonna rep purple and gold. I think I'm gonna rep blue and red.
Get out.
But
Me too.
Get out. That's okay. Now that Tech, is that where you're going?
Yes, sir.
Hang on. Who's your favorite football player? All right, we'll ask that question then. Who's your favorite football player?
It has to go to number 85, Tanner Townsend.
Very good. Is he out here? I didn't see him on
I
there.
don't think so.
How about
Two
yours?
verses.
Yes, I am. Although I already know. Apparently,
Chinning mesh.
Chinning mesh. Yes, I knew that was coming on there too. So look, it's great to have you out here. I'm serious. We need to get your crew out there on a Thursday night to do the show, and we'll let you do a couple of cheers and things like that out
Yes,
there.
sir.
But thank you so much. Looking forward to a big routine. And look, I'm not even going to speak it. Please don't fall when y'all come out there.
We won't.
Doing that.
We won't.
Not at all.
We
It's not
won't.
a chance of it. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up the cheer section. I don't know who we have coming up next. Dance line. Dance line will be in the Troy Dolls. Is that right? Is that what they? Do y'all have a name like that, or is that?
Or just Ash Trojan cheer.
Yes.
Well, how come they got a name? You ain't got a name. You don't want a name?
Ash Trojan cheer sounds pretty good to
That
me.
Trojan cheer
Yeah.
sounds real good to me. Guys, don't go anywhere. You still got time to make it out here. There's Jambalaya left. Got the Troy Dolls to come. We've got Palm to come. Don't know who else we have, but we're making a lot of things happen tonight. Beautiful night. Come on out. It's Homecoming 2024, and we'll be back right after this on the Thomas Bachman Show.
This month, as we gather with the ones we love, let's take a moment to give thanks for the blessings in our lives. When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust those who care about your family as much as you do.
I'm Jason Hawk, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm here to help you protect what you hold dear.
Whether auto, home, or life, have peace of mind knowing that your family is covered today, tomorrow, and for years to come. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect what matters most.
Everybody dancing all night long. Everybody dancing all night long. Everybody dancing all night long. Somebody's dancing to my song. I just haven't met you yet. I might have to wait, I'll never give up. I guess it's half timing and the other half's luck. Wherever you are, whenever it's right, you'll come out of nowhere and into my life. And I know that we can be so amazing. And baby,
Looking for somewhere different for lunch? La Bistro Coffee and Waffle Bar is a gourmet espresso bar and restaurant with an emphasis on Southern social experience, featuring a wide variety of salads, soups, sandwiches, and of course waffles. La Bistro has something for everyone and every lifestyle. Whether you are meeting friends, spending time with family, or hosting a private party, we offer a dining experience all will enjoy. La Bistro Coffee and Waffle Bar on Coliseum Boulevard.
And we're back live on the campus of Alexandria Senior High School, and that Tell you that only means one thing. It is homecoming week 2024. As if it wasn't given away by the homecoming dress that's here. We've got the award-winning and defending national champion Troy Dawes. We'll talk about that in a little bit here. But go ahead and introduce yourselves.
My name is Grace Brown.
And my name is Zoe Miller.
Zoe and Grace, all right? And so you're out of uniform on there. That means you're on the homecoming court.
Yes, I
Tell us a
am.
little bit about that.
This is actually my second year been on the homecoming court. I was on it my freshman year, and now I, of course, gonna be on it my senior year.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. So you don't get to do you
No.
and not get to perform tomorrow night or after
I'll sit
halftime?
back and watch them.
And then, so do you critique them or you just watch them? And
Well, I am the captain, so that is my job, no matter what.
Got you. No matter whether you're in the homecoming dress
matter what.
or in there. And we've asked this question a lot too, in both seniors on there. What is your time like been here at Ash? What does Friday Night Lights mean to you?
Oh, it's the best time of the year. We all get so excited whenever the football season's about to start.
Right.
Like Jamboree, it's the kickoff of our season. and we
Even
can't
though
wait.
that ties in with school starting back, is that still? It
Football
helps ease
season
it.
makes it better.
It makes it better. That's there you go. Yeah, if football season was sometime in March or April, that'd be terrible. You had to wait all that time for it. Tell me your thoughts on a Friday night.
Friday nights. When I wake up on Friday mornings, I'm just thinking about Friday night. I'm so ready to get in that uniform and just dance and support the team.
There you go. Look, we talked to the cheer a moment ago and invited them out to the show. Need to have the Troy Dolls out for a show too and let you guys perform. We'll be there. We've got the whole outside area that we can do that. I think that'd be a great time to let you all of the young ladies come out and display their talents out there, and we'll have that. So as a senior year, what has your progression been? I know you guys have won a couple of national championships. Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, so going into it as a freshman was very, very intimidating. The seniors that we had our freshman year were very strict. They wanted it a certain way. So honestly, I feel like our freshman year kind of groomed us into being the national champions.
They were really good role models for us.
Yes.
So we kind of knew what to expect.
So maybe then grooming you to get to where you're at today because they're freshmen, they come into it, underclassmen, and you fully expect to go win another national title.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What do you do to pass some of that on to those younger ladies that are coming on?
You just have to take techniques that we use in practice, and the ones that we learned freshman year, we still use today.
Wow. Okay. How about that? As the captain, what are you looking at because there's an opportunity to be too tough on somebody, and you can't talk to everybody the same way. How do you adjust to those things?
And that's why I feel like I fit the role as captain so well because I can adjust.
Right.
I know how to be strict and I know how to turn it off and be a friend. The same thing with my mom. She says all the time she's able to take her boss hat off and put her friend hat on. So I feel like with the girls, it's more than just me being a captain. It's genuine friendships.
Look, that's so awesome to see, and that's the kind of things that will carry on when they're sitting in this chair a couple of years from now. What does the non-football side of it look like when you guys, because you guys do stuff all throughout the year? What's the big competitions that are coming up this year?
So this year we will be attending American All-Star State and UDA State.
Where are those?
So one is in Lafayette at the Cajun Dome,
Okay.
and I believe the other is in Baton Rouge.
Okay, so staying here in Louisiana then. What's the furthest trip? What's the longest trip that you've been?
I believe Florida for national champions. Yes,
it's a pretty cool trip to go and do on there. So life after all of this, what happens when May gets here and graduation? Don't cry, don't tear up. I mean, it's one of those things on there. But that's the beginning of the future. So what does that hold for you?
I know for me, I'll never stop dancing.
Right.
No matter where I am, I will never stop dancing.
I'm glad I quit. Anyway, yeah. What about you?
So I'm not planning on dancing in college,
Right.
but I'd love to continue to do it recreationally or helping out at a studio.
Look, that's cool too. And we see probably, and it's been 50-50 with who we've talked to of each of the groups that have been here. One's not. Life just has its way of saying, you know what, this is the path that we're going to go on there. But you look back on your high school career and say, man, this is a lot of fun. A lot of football to go. Looking forward to you. What's your favorite, if you had to, between then and now, favorite performance that you get to go out there and dance to? What's the song that says, you know what, this is it?
Oh,
You don't have a favorite.
I don't think I have a favorite.
What's the most fun?
I mean, I really enjoyed pom.
Yeah.
I'd say our national pom dance our freshman year.
That
right?
was so good.
Right. So we had the cheerleaders do a No, we're not going to. There's two of y'all out there. We can't do that. Look, y'all have been wonderful. I want you as captain. Here's the invitation. Get set up on one of these Thursday nights over at Walk-Ons and have your group come out there and dance, and we'll be a part of the show.
Sounds good.
Well, that sounds good. Good luck. Good luck tomorrow night on your homecoming, and we look forward.
you.
Know who we're cheering for now. There's no doubt about that. Unless another one comes on that's in one of the dresses too, then I don't know. But anyway, as of now, you're our favorite. So there you go. Guys, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we've got Palmline. They're going to join us on here. It's great having him. He's my little magneto prompter over there. That's like a teleprompter, but it's Nick taking care of things. Guys, don't go anywhere. We are live on the campus of Alexandria Senior High School. It is homecoming 2024. We'll be right back.
To better serve our Senlaw family, Wallace Eye Associates proudly welcomes Louisiana native Dr. Nicholas Bro to the Wallace team.
I definitely feel very lucky and fortunate to be here with Wallace Eye and just to be practicing in Louisiana, born and raised and trained here my whole life. So I do feel very fortunate to be able to give back to this state that has given me so much.
When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
On the campus of Alexandria Senior High School. I am Doug Gann alongside of Nick Magnano, Brett Stallsby over there in production, and we have made our way to the Palm Line. So, young ladies, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Eleanor. I'm Cedrica Chapman.
Just Eleanor. That's it.
Eleanor Crooks.
Okay, there you go. See, got the whole on there. And sophomore and freshman, was that right?
Yes.
Okay. You seem to be a tad nervous about this. Are you?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Really.
No, it's fine. So Palm Line is it, and tell us a little bit about Palm Line and what the Friday night experience, where you guys are in this, and what it means to be on Palm Line.
Well, we usually like cheer in the bleachers, and it's like really fun to it's like we're next to the student section, so like all of them cheer with us, and like it's just like really hype, and it's like fun to be around them.
And so freshman, it's your first year. Is it your first or second year on? First year. Okay. Freshman year. Were you at Ash or were you?
I was here at Ash.
Okay. Just this year decided to come out. What made that? What happened and how are you enjoying it?
It's going good. I decided that I want to do cheer my junior year.
Right.
So I had to do Palm Line.
I think that's awesome. What's it been like just the first few? So you guys, I guess, had to get signed up over the summer and you had practices over the summer. How's that been?
It's been good, like getting to know all the girls and like especially coming in as a freshman, like it helped me open up to like new people.
Right.
Yeah.
How about you? The summertime workouts and things.
It was fun because I got to meet all the freshmen and the babies.
The babies, that's right. Because the sophomores are just so that's right. So is there some competition between now it's freshman, sophomore, junior, don't mind that light. Freshmen, sophomore, juniors, and seniors for the float competition. Is that a real deal? Is it still that type of class pride if we want to win this?
Yes.
Yes.
Who's got the better float here?
Oh, definitely freshman.
It's sophomore for sure.
See, that's what I'm talking about. And so one of the two of y'all's group is going to win, or the junior or senior one, a little bit better one.
No.
I love the confidence. That's just really great. So you're new to the Friday Night Lights on here. What are those experiences like when you're able to come out here and cheer in front of probably that crowd against Destrehan that was here? It was more people than I'd ever seen. Those atmospheres. What is that like for you?
It was definitely like different. Like I came from a really small school, so it
Right.
was like very different. Like I'm so used to like quiet game days and all that stuff, but like when you come here, it's like really loud and it's really fun. Like it's just like hype and it's fun to be around.
Where'd you come from? What was the school?
I came from Menard.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's probably as many people in the stands as there were. No, I'm kidding. No, I love it. And they're actually Menard is winning tonight 8-7 in the Squirrel Bowl over at Buckeye. It's 8-7 Menard. Tioga up 14-6 over Gina. So a couple of big games going on here. But anyway, that's our score update on there. Back to this. So came over from Menard and over here at Ash. And how's your experience here when you're getting into a school this size?
It's great, honestly. Like I love the environment. Like everyone's really nice. And like it's definitely different, but like it's a good different. Like I like it.
What are some hobbies and different clubs and things that you're into?
I do Palmline and FCA.
Okay, very good. That's great. How about you?
I do beta, FCA, cheer, and palm line.
Is there any time for homework, or is that a thing anymore? Does that just y'all don't have homework anymore, do you?
We
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, but I barely have time to do it, so I have to wake up 5 o'clock in the morning to do it.
Look, I'm getting so much trouble if I get into homework and not doing anything. Like I'm gonna get run out of here, so I better not do that. So enjoying things like, do y'all go on the road games as well? You on there? What is your experience like on traveling and getting out and going to those games?
I really like the bus rides are so much fun. Like all the girls are just like really excited. Like we're going to the game, especially if it's like a longer ride.
Right.
It's like it's so much fun. Like we're all super loud and it's just like the hype is like building up basically.
Is it that with the bus loud? Does anybody get to sleep on the bus on the way back?
Barely.
Barely.
Look, that's definitely one of those things. Hopefully, this season caps off with a long road trip down to New Orleans. That's what we're looking for. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us on here. And again, we'll extend. How many young ladies are on the Palm line?
60,
Almost
50,
60.
almost 60.
Okay, we can invite everybody out to walk on. We don't have that much room, but some of you can come out. There's no doubt about it. Come be a part of the show. We'll set that up. Ladies, thank you very much for being here. We appreciate it. And you guys go get them tomorrow night.
All right, thank you.
There you go. That is our Palm line. Coming up is the media.
Yeah, so what happened?
Sports media. I knew it was something like that. We'll do all of that when we come back. You're watching the Thomas Bachman Show, brought to you by Sadler's Towing, right here on 446 Sports.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight? We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
This month, as we gather with the ones we love, let's take a moment to give thanks for the blessings in our lives. When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust those who care about your family as much as you do.
I'm Jason Hawk, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm here to help you protect what you hold dear.
Whether auto, home, or life, have peace of mind knowing that your family is covered today, tomorrow, and for years to come. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect what matters most.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
And we're back on campus here in Alexandria Senior High School, homecoming week, getting ready for the big game against Manny tomorrow night. I've been talking to a lot of the crews. A couple of score updates for you. Menard Buckeye knotted at 14. Tioga Gina, they're also tied now at 14. A couple of big 446 sports games being broadcast. Don't forget, after the show, you can go back and watch that. Here with the sports media guys, and probably they didn't have this stuff back when I was in high school, but that was a long time ago. Anyway, go ahead and introduce yourselves for us.
Yes, sir. My name's Matthew Crenshaw, and I'm a senior.
Okay.
I'm Brody Smith, and I'm a senior too.
Look, Brody, they told more than one coach, Matthew, has told me, don't ask Brody a lot of questions because some of the answers that you might get out of it. Is that fair?
That would be factual.
That's indeed,
For sure.
indeed factual. No, we joked about it, but I don't think we've had this. This hasn't been around too terribly long, has it, here at Ash?
Let's say the past 8 years.
Yeah. So the network, they come in a lot of different interviewing. What goes into a day? What do you guys get excited about when it comes to this?
Right on. Brody's got a lot more on his plate than I do because he's more of the sports, like actual Instagram and Facebook.
Right.
I'm more of like the reporter, so
Right.
I have like one day a week where I have to get everything together and everything about what the sports are doing.
Look, that's going to drive my guys crazy on there, too, because they say the same thing about me. They're up and they're setting up and they're doing the research and all of this other, and I just stroll in there and plug into number one and get to talking, and they give me a little bit of grief about it, but what do you do? Now, we see him everywhere. Got the camera and the harness, and my guy came up to him and he says, hey, we need one of those harnesses. It's got the camera, and I told him how much it cost. We're not doing that. So, but it's great. I mean, we see you everywhere.
Yes, sir.
Just doing it. What drives you with that?
I think it's just putting our high school in the spotlight for our state with, putting our athletics, because especially in our area, there's not much media in our area that covers newspapers, local channels.
Right.
So putting us in the spotlight on Instagram, Facebook.
So what you're saying is you're thankful for 446 Sport.
Yeah.
Loosely translated, that's what he's saying there.
Yeah.
I get that. No, anyway, go ahead. Yeah. All right, so here's something we're going to do. You said you're more of the reporter, right?
Right on.
Here's your opportunity now. We're going to let you do the interview. So you're going to conduct this. This is what you've always been with. These are the questions you wanted to ask. Don't get me any trouble here, too, but take it away.
Right on. So, Brody, what's your favorite thing about doing the media? Doing media. Oh.
You're not.
If I stumped you, I have a better question for him. I mean,
this is what you call a follow-up question.
This is a better
there
question.
You go.
Yes. What's been your favorite game?
Hold on now. How can you get a different question besides what's your favorite thing? You're supposed to know your favorite thing.
Right
on. All right, take it away. Take two.
This one will be easier. What's been your favorite game that you've covered, or even if you covered a track? I mean, what's been your favorite event?
Football season is here. You can't get it. No, this is on the job training, Matthew.
Yeah.
This is what this is. You asked him a question, he's getting ready to answer, and you give him a life jacket in there. Like, no, sir. What's your favorite football game that you've covered, Brody?
This year, or
yes.
just
any? Doesn't matter.
I think the Russin game last year because it was just so close at the end, and we were so close to a win, and it was away, and yeah.
There you go. All right, here you go.
Again,
question 2. Yes, sir.
Question 2. What is?
You thinking too long? Respond
what is
off
the
his
most
answer.
difficult part of your job? I think the most difficult part of this job is try not to mess up, or trying to get the right photo, or try not to miss the play or that in the action. Because if I miss it, people are asking for it and I don't have it.
It's his most difficult. Sitting by me and me tapping him on the shoulder. I promise you, I'm just having fun with it too.
Yes, sir.
Let me give you some encouragement on there. Keep going. Don't worry about anything that's missed, because the level of support that you give, the pictures that are out there, the way that you do it, there are a lot of schools that don't hold a candle to it, my friend. No matter what if you mess up, half the time, somebody else isn't even going to know about it. You keep going. Where I will tell you, from your side of it, mispronounce a name, and Grandma's going to call you, or she's going to type in and say, that's not how you pronounce my baby's name. So
sure.
There you go. One final question that you get for your man, and your interview portion of it is over. And I'm not going to, no shoulder tapping, no nothing. I'm going to stay back here.
Yes, sir.
I can't help it. You taking too long, man. Fire away a question.
It's the last question. So
okay, so this got to be, so this is
be a
build
good
up.
question.
There you go. All right,
yeah.
I'll buy that.
when you do mess up, how do you come back from that? Just go to the next play. Yep. Nothing you can do about it.
Yep, just keep on, because if you go back, that draws attention to it, because there may have been a small percentage of people that saw the mess up. The rest of them don't know about it until you go back and point it out. My color commentator will try to point out every time I mess up. He'll say, Doug, what about this? Doug, what about that? I don't know what you're talking about. And we just go forward with it. Look, I'll tell you, if I can pass anything on to you two young men, it's be yourselves, have fun, and go out there and be the best that you can be. And that's all that you can ask for out of anybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So if you've got one question now, the photos and all of this, if you've got a question for Matthew, let's have it.
How do you feel like being put in the spotlight of being the sports anchor this year? I love it. It's awesome. Not a lot of people around our school know exactly what's going on, and being able to tell them what's actually happening and highlight even teams that aren't usually highlighted, like the swim or cross country team. It's great. Yeah.
Ask about the new teacher. I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for this. What about the new teacher? What new teacher? You can't put me on the spot. What new teacher? Oh yeah, 1T. How about him? How's it when do y'all got to call him like Mr. 1T or Mr. Brett, or what do y'all call him?
Mr. McCormick.
Mr. McCormick. Wow, that's what we're gonna know. 1T, because he's only got one T at the end of his name. I don't understand where the other one went. Our man's got 2T. So you see where anyway, no, he's a wonderful guy. He's all over the place.
Yes, sir.
A lot of things to impart on you guys as well. A lot of knowledge. Who does the graphics for the games in between the quarters and things like that?
Me.
You keep up with all, and you take the pictures and do all
Yeah,
that?
it's tough with running the social media and doing the photos and videos and everything.
All of that, and the on-air guy.
And I'm
is
in the
just-
student section.
Look, you get no love from my guys over
And you
there.
record a pre-recorded segment too. All right, don't throw me under the bus.
Dude, look, I think that bus is backing up, too.
It is.
Guys, you did a wonderful job on there tonight. You're welcome anytime you want to come out. I tell you what, if you want one of the Thursday nights, you're out there every time. What do you do on Thursday? You just on air, and that's the only time that you show up?
Yes, sir.
That's what I figured. That wasn't a good right answer. Come out and we'll let you sit in on a couple of segments with us one Thursday night. How's that sound?
Yes, sir. That sounds great.
There you go, guys. It's our sports media group here at Alexandria Senior High School. Had a lot of fun with them, doing a great job. Don't go nowhere. When we come back, Coach Thomas Bachman, if he's still here, I don't know if the jambalaya is gone, the tents are down, but we're still here having a good time. We'll be back right after this. You're watching the Thomas Bachman Show, brought to you by Sadler's Towing on 446 Sports.
To better serve our Senlaw family, Wallace Eye Associates proudly welcomes Louisiana native Dr. Nicholas Bro to the Wallace team.
I definitely feel very lucky and fortunate to be here with Wallace Eye and just to be practicing in Louisiana, born and raised and trained here my whole life. So I do feel very fortunate to be able to give back to this state that has given me so much.
When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
That'll wrap things up. No, I can't get out of here. We've not, Coach, Mrs., you knew what was going to happen tonight.
We'll talk next week.
Right. We'll talk at halftime and after the game tomorrow, too. Nick, yes.
So Brody turns right back around.
He gets on the camera. Dude's phenomenal right here. Look.
Yes,
and
he is. Yes, he
so
is.
we had a bad portrayal, though, with Matthew here. as the sports reporter and all that. He makes it seem like everybody else does the work, and he just comes in as the on-air talent. And okay, I get it. I see his point. Yeah, let's get anyway. Coach, what do we see when we see Manny tomorrow night?
Personnel looks good. Multiple on defense. Played a lot of man coverage, changing the front and the box a little bit. From series to series, play to play. Been multiple on offense. Been a lot of last week in the eye. So a lot to prepare for. Get into the early series of the game and kind of see how the game flow's going and what they're presenting to us on in each phase of the game and try to stay in attack mode.
A couple of really, really big emotional ball games the last couple of weeks, Destrehan and Opelousas. How do you make sure that they put all of the pomp and circumstance out of the way and go out there and fire away?
Well, I think it goes back to what you do every day and what you've done all off season. And, I think that's a huge part of it. Obviously, emotion plays a huge part in the game of football, and it's meant to be played with passion and emotion. But, I don't doubt that our kids, I bet you we have an incredible crowd again tomorrow. And,
no doubt,
the energy in the air, we'll feed off of it, and we'll be ready to play come 7 o'clock.
Nick?
Schedule, everything same except for halftime will be extended for the homecoming court?
20-minute halftime
okay.
To, crown the homecoming queen. Everything pregame, as far as I understand, have been told at this point, hadn't changed. Don't really want to get out of routine there. Longer halftime. I think it's worth saying before we get going, to say thank you to all the people that made tonight.
Right.
You guys obviously are a huge part of that. Thank you to you. Y'all that y'all do to promote the program. Brian Bain pulling the trailers. You start saying one name, man, and it just starts rolling, and you're going to leave somebody out.
Big shout out to Hanner. Yeah, oh, heck
Hanner,
yeah.
He's over here setting up, and he's going to be right back at it again tomorrow
Breaking
night.
down from here to go set up over there.
Right.
I love that.
That's the best thing about this is the people.
Yeah.
It's about the people, and it's about the relationship that lasts for a long time, and couldn't do it without them, and don't really want to do it without them, if being honest. Very, very thankful for all the people that, gave their time, their money, their resources, their energy, to pull all these trailers. Of course, Hanner's been cooking, it seems like, most of the afternoon to serve a bunch of people, and, people come and go, and it's fun to be around those people that really have that servant heart. It's amazing how successful they are too, with how driven they are. And just wanted, before we get off the air, to certainly make sure that we pause and say thank you to so many people. I mean, it just, my mind gets to running of all the things. I mean, this is really cool. It's grown. I thought the parade was great tonight. I thought that the crowd was incredible last week at Opelousas. Obviously, the week before, it's just, I've said it. We want to put a product on the field that makes the people of Alexandria really, really proud. With obviously with the wins and losses, I know that's what people pay attention to, but it's more than that. It's the way our kids play the game, and how resilient they are, and high character. And that's what our kids are. That's what our community is. This is really incredible thing to be a part of this, and thankful. I'm ready for tomorrow night, and I really appreciate you guys too. This was really cool to sit back and sit on the other side and watch all those students and talk about the experience in high school. And they only get this once. I've had a couple of groups now come through and try and talk to the adults about that. If we got plenty of years to come, these kids only got one opportunity to get this high school experience, and they deserve from us our very best. And so, that's certainly what we try to give. But it was cool to watch all the students come through and just how articulate they were.
Oh, indeed. And every one of them had something different that they were going to do. And that just shows you what this big old world is all about, is opportunity. You have the opportunity. You get one shot at it and go do that. Coach, final question for you, and we'll go ahead and let everybody get out of here. And this is something has nothing to do with anything. Why do they have a 15-minute halftime and then give you 3 more minutes? Why don't they just give you 18 minutes?
It's a good question. It's a good question. Never asked. usually by the end of halftime, like we're ready to get back out there.
That's right. And it's like, oh, wait a minute, we got 3 more minutes, Nick.
I wanted all the sponsors, the Palm line, the dance line, band, sports media, everybody. They were, very receptive. I send a text and man, before, just right back, so thank them. And like I said, for coming out here because this is time out of their schedule. So we appreciate that as well.
And going to get them out on the shows. We're gonna bring them out and let the support personnel come out and cheer some and dance some. And
that's what football
that's what
program
football's
is.
all about.
It's the ripple effects of how many students are affected on.
Do you know what that is?
Night. It's a baseball.
Okay, I didn't know.
It's
It's October, so
baseball was throwing them in the parade.
That's right.
There's one right there. They're probably all over Jackson Street. There's footballs and baseballs all over the place. But yeah, that's the fun part is just the how far it spreads, how many kids are involved. There's groups that we left out. We could still be here another hour if we were in, begin to try and recognize everybody, which we want to do, but I'm just, it's only so much time in the show.
Well, guys, that's going to wrap it up for us this evening. Big thanks out to all of the folks that sat down with us. And if you went back and watched this later to go see how it is, see, it wasn't as bad as you thought it was going to be doing the interview. Tomorrow night, it's Manny. That's a big one. That'll wrap up our non-district slate. That's a big one. Trojans have the opportunity to go 5-0. Last time they did that, I think, was 21. Have done it 18, 19, and 21 in there, starting out that way.
Right.
So we'll see what the Trojans are able to go and do as they welcome in perennial powerhouse Manny. The Tigers come to town, and we'll do all of that. Pregame will be at 6:30. Kickoff is going to be at 7 o'clock. We'll name a homecoming queen at halftime. From my man Brett Stallsby that takes care of the production, Nick Magnano, who did a great job setting up all the interviews. Man, Coach Thomas Bachman. Coach, thank you very much.
Right back at you. Thank you, Doug.
I'm Doug Gann. God bless you all, and good night.